it could go downhill in a hurry. So here we go from Iowa State, and the Cyclones are going to have the ball first to start this Big 12 game. A contender for Big 12 Player of the Year, just having a great season. Freshman Torrey gets his shot blocked near the rim, and then maybe a little rush job. Having the best shooting season of anybody in college basketball. Just been spectacular. This time not from outside, closer to the rim. Scores with a foul.
There's been a lineage of high draft picks and freshmen that have come in and excelled in Scott Drew's system.
Momcilovic, again, they're just guarding him one-on-one down low. He's got a huge size advantage on Agbin.
More than TJ.
When everybody gets together at the Final Four and they have an arm wrestling coaches contest, he wins. Carr down low. Carr scoops it in for the first bucket for Baylor. At a later date in the telecast. Yesufu got the defender up in the air. Shot clock under 10. Yesufu goes all the way and lays it in.
The key for Baylor is going to be try to win those one-on-one matchups. If you can avoid bringing two to the ball, if you can find that seam and straight line drive, a lot of these Baylor guards, they want to be able to turn the corner and utilize their athleticism.
Lipsy underneath the basket. So on the road against a tough opponent, they're going to have to play their top line players a lot. From the corner three, way too strong. Carr saves it though.
Offensive rebounds were a big part of their success in the first matchup.
That was not a great pass and stolen by Baylor. On the breakout, the layup is good. He stays in the game though. Here's a open three, and that one's going to go down almost every time.
And Scott Drew's upset.
An off-season of conditioning. And some sloppiness with the ball on both sides. There's a Baylor turnover. Lipsy out on the open court. Tough shot, and yes!
His understanding and his love of this program and being an extension out on the floor of his coaching staff. So good at getting the ball in his hands, probing the defense, getting to a spot, and lifting up and finishing.
Now that was an impressive finish. Some bad things for Baylor. They just don't have the luxury, really, of taking him out of the game for very long. Got a shot rejected by Blake Buchanan.
And changing speed, and you saw him yo-yo back and forth. All he's trying to do is shift the weight of the defensive player to create a seam.
Wow, Carr, that's going to be a goaltend. Momcilovic, I'm sure all of America is like when they watch the Seahawks. This reminds me so much of Iowa State basketball.
They should. They really should.
I like it. There are some parallels. The freshman Torrey lays it in. Did that give some Kenneth Walker vibes there?
Yeah, saw a hole, hit the hole. His lateral quickness to get there.
Power move. Baylor ball here.
Yeah, but you think about the efficiency. It's amazing that 3 players in the top 4 in the nation in best plus minus this season all are wearing white uniforms in this game.
Yeah.
That speaks to the dominance that Iowa State has played with.
Dominant on both sides.
Big shot there.
High arcing three from Cameron Carr. And Baylor's staying close here first.
How was your appearance on Radio Row at the Super Bowl this week?
It's a little chaotic on Radio Row. I'd never done it before. Carr three, good. Trying to find somewhere to go with the ball. How about into the basket for Caden Powell?
The defense just vacated. I mean, they were anticipating the pass there, allowed him to spin off and get an easy look.
So this is the first lead for Baylor. That run is now an 8-0 run over the last couple minutes. Iowa State just looks a little sluggish right now. Jefferson backing his way closer. Gave it up. Heisey, three, good!
Joshua Jefferson does such a good job of drawing attention on the block, and if you got your feet set on the outside, he'll find you.
Heisey playing well, not necessarily shooting well. That guy is. Wow, Cameron Carr from way outside. He is feeling it.
That is just stepping in with immense confidence. The building's starting to get noisy and loud, and he just sat them all down.
Wide open. Toure off to the side, no good. Jefferson offensive rebound. Up and under, good. That's his first shot from the field, and he's now trying to get these Hilton fans into it. They listen. Yesufu, three. Good.
This Baylor team starts making some three-point shots on a consistent basis. They're going to start finding more wins on the back half of their Big 12 schedule.
They may not be deep. They have some talent. Those shots go in. I think you're right.
Crazy thing is, Yesufu's been out there with 2 fouls for a long time, and nobody's really attacked him.
Yeah. Shot rejected out of bounds to take us to a timeout.
5 of 9 from deep for the Bears here on the road. They got themselves a 3-point lead. Kevin Connors will take it.
Put it in the mail. Jefferson getting closer to the rim. Joshua Jefferson. He needed that.
He needed that. You and I were talking in the break. A lot of athleticism in that conference, and I would not be surprised if you saw 2 or 3 teams make the Final Four for the women's. They come from the SEC.
Lipsy with the runner.
There's a big 3 minutes for Scott Drew's squad. Because this Iowa State team all of a sudden playing with better purpose. The fans on their feet. How they handle this going to the break is going to be key. That's a bad shot.
Yeah. He's been red hot, but that one was a little forced. Lipsy's always probing. Sometimes he'll bring it back out like that. Bateman, 3. Good!
Today, this checks off probably the final one for me, and it's great to be here. These fans are so passionate about their team.
They are awesome. Good pass. Heisey, 3. Got it!
Momcilovic is going to pop.
Jefferson goes to the block. Blocked, though. And at the buzzer, hit front iron. Agbem almost got it to go from midcourt. Down low, Jefferson got great position. That's easy.
No hesitation that time, though. A couple times he caught the ball in the first half, and he kind of was thinking his way instead of just feeling where the defense was by his strong post-up and then utilizing his upper body to finish.
That was Isaac Williams with the defense. They're finding mismatches against him. He had 3 fouls in the first half. Baylor found a way to kind of fight through some foul issues. Now a 3 right side, in and out, no good. Offensive rebound, put back is good from Powell.
Powell's had some pretty good games this year. I mean, it's 16 rebounds against Alcorn. He can get on the glass, and that was a good job of manufacturing an extra possession.
There was a big collision. Lipsy got clocked. He was a little shaken up. Steal. Agbim just jumped in the passing lane and then dunked it home. Big time.
In the first half, Iowa State had more turnovers than Baylor did.
They've been very aggressive, Baylor has been, in attacking those passing lanes. Jefferson, that was a tough shot.
Fluid, right? That was a good pre-read where the defense was, utilizing the momentum of the defensive player to spin off of them and create space.
All right, the head coach of the Cyclones wants a little more ball pressure. He was hot on the sideline. Williams. Agbim gave it up. Carr for 3. Good!
That is an outstanding offensive possession. Baylor creating an opportunity off their defense. Just a great job of anticipating and then playing out in front. Doing exactly what TJ Otzelberger wants him to do.
Gained a little edge in this game because of that. That was a nice move by Caden Powell.
A.J. DiBonsa. You know, the interesting thing about Arizona is they've got really balanced scoring, but I think Jefferson's ability to hit shots like that, and he's hitting threes.
Does help. Heisey got free down low. That'll be a goaltend against Powell.
So talented and got an Olympic gold today.
Agbim knocks down the 3. Back to a 1-point lead for the Cyclones. Lipsy trying to find somewhere to go with the ball and just got it in. A little step through, no good. Offensive rebound, put back is good. Plata. Without much on the bench, you got one of your top players, Dan Skillings, not playing. A steal, just as we said that. Toure lays it in.
Just great job defensively. Out of the time.
Any of that in this game. It's been close the whole way.
I also haven't had any 3-pointers from this guy.
Van Tel now. Looks good, tougher. Momcilovic going to pull up, and no. Buchanan had his shot blocked at the rim.
Ever.
If he does it, it's the best shooting season maybe in college basketball history. That was Yesufu, found a way to bank it in. Baylor needed that bucket badly.
Heisey just got cross-checked by Yesufu as he turned. He took an elbow and a shoulder right to the face.
His sister's thinking, yeah, that's what happens to me every play. Deal with it. There's Bro. And jam by Blake Buchanan. Wow.
Defensive rebounds for Iowa State. None better than that one. Electrifying the crowd.
That was a shocker. Lipsy down the lane, a little scoop, high off the glass.
That was beautiful.
They cut Jefferson off. Lipsy again, gonna go right down the lane again. Rebound Momcilovic.
Lipsy plays, oh, that's a poor pass.
Bad pass, and Yesufu will slam it home.
You go back to Lipsy real quick, though. We talked about college athletics being transactional these days. Nah, not for that one.
Not for that guy.
It's transformational. I mean, he grew up in this area. He understands what this jersey, that uniform means, and it's that love and that passion for Iowa State that permeates through this roster, and there's a reason why they've had so much success while he's been the point guard here.
Back to a 12-point lead, Cyclones. Williams, Agbim, three, in and out. Powell with the offensive rebound. Now Baylor finding a way to get a couple shots to go down. Now can they slow down Ernie, Kenny, Charles, Shaq? Tipping off our NBA coverage inside the NBA. 8 Eastern, then Warriors, Lakers. Another basket for the Cyclones are slipping away. Now this guy, Cam Carr, was spectacular in the first half. Has been much more quiet. That was a travel, not called. Agbim, three, hit that one. Baylor is going to need a lot more of that and fast.
Well, you mentioned Carr. Carr had 14 points in the first half, 17 points in the first half, 14 points in the first half. He's got 19 now. He only has 5 points here in the second half.
And gives a lot of that credit to the Iowa State defense, but still.
Well, they continue to force him to take his three-point shots further and further away, and they've been much more touch-tight on the catch, not allowing him to have a free, clean look.
Lipsy just lost Carr, who went flying in the air. Powell bounces it. Yesufu hung in the air long enough to create an opening. Final minute here from Ames. With a terrific day of college hoops still to come.
The quality of his three-point shot had gone down, and that's just a size advantage over the top of Lipsy there when you look at Carr.
Iowa State's got to get it in. They do. Torrey lost it. Stolen by Carr. Carr's going to attack. Carr blocked from behind and will dunk it home.
I think a staggered double would be ideal.
Agbim, three, too strong. Yesufu rebound. Final seconds from the corner. Heaves one up and hits it.
You throw it long, you got to make sure it gets touched. But Yesufu, I mean, that is a difficult angle to make that shot.
Back to your bench. You're not playing. Heisey, they get it in. And that will be the end of the game. So, Iowa State had to kind of sweat it out there down the stretch, but number 7 Cyclones find a way to stave off a Baylor team that's gotten a lot better. They're playing better. They fought hard today. They just fell short.